quick preface, you're going to need a lot of Zeni, a lot of Awakening Medals, and a fair bit of training fodder, as well as a lot of Goku Awakening Medals, which are very rare to get because you have to do specific stages to get them, like Peculiar Goku or Enter the Savior. Either way, these are the prerequisites necessary in order to even get Super Saiyan Goku. Alright, man, look at this man. I love Goku. He looks like a nice guy, but what the fuck is going on with his face? He's got that fucked up frown. He's got cross eyes. One eye's bigger than the other. He's got a fucked up chicken claw hand. He's an ugly guy. He looks a lot better as a Super Saiyan. So, basically this video is kind of sort of a tutorial in the sense that I have been training a lot of R Gokus. I've done it for the INT Super Saiyan Goku from the World Tournament. I've done it for the AGL Super Saiyan Goku from the World Tournament. Well, fuck, that's not from the World Tournament, but you get my point. I'm a veteran at this. And what I did before is I actually made a lot of mistakes. One of them is that, as you can see, my Fred points are 34 right now. They used to be 40. I've only used 6, which isn't that bad, considering how many fucking Gokus I've trained. You're about to see I've done 1, 2, 4, 6. I've done 6 so far. So basically, one multi-summon, friend point summon, whatever, per Goku, which isn't that bad. Before, per Goku, it probably was more around the realm of like 5, because what I used to do is I was like, fuck it, bro. I got all these friend points. I had like 99, like to the point where like you do it and you still see 99. So I'm like, who cares? Let me just multi-summon and multi-summon and multi-summon. Now, that's not really a good idea because you end up... let me just get rid of these goddamn Hercules. Alright, I sold those Hercules. Now, you want to try to avoid doing multiple friend summons because eventually you are going to run out, and it is pretty annoying trying to get that back up. I never really realized how valuable that crap is until you're out of it. So, what you want to do is you want to not use multiple characters. It's not that bad for this R Goku. He's pretty easy to level up. What I usually do is I just take one end card. If possible, take a green character. If not, it don't matter. And then you could just boot it up. Just boots. Boots all day. Boots on boots on boots. Of course, you can do it differently. You could even be a little bit of a frisky fellow and use like STR or Phi if you have that excess. As you can see, I have 83 Phi Z swords because there's that many good characters in the game. And then I have 8 TEQ, which, by the way, isn't too bad. Even though I have 8 right now, I started off with like 20. So 12 Z swords for like 8 fucking Gokus ain't that bad. That's pretty good. I used to blow like butter, just scrape through it. It don't even matter. And there's 3 things you gotta know. Now there's 3 things you gotta know. Definitely is that there's 3 hurdles you're gonna have to get over. You're gonna have to get over the hurdle of Awakening Medals. That's probably the biggest hurdle. If you haven't been playing this game for a long time, I wouldn't even recommend doing this because, as you can see, I had 1,000 Gregories, I had 1,000 bubbles. Already they're down to like 700 something. And I had 500 Popos, but like I used it for like other cards. I pulled like 3 TEQ cards off this most recent banner, so like I used a lot of Popos on that. But what I'm trying to say is this isn't really for like a new player to do because it'll drain your energy. Like this is fucking draining. Like it's going to destroy your energy. So I would recommend that you only do this if you have the highest levels of autism like me and you've been playing this game for a while. I mean, you're free to do as you please, but I'm just saying that me personally, it drains my energy, so I can only imagine what it'd be like for a new person to do this. So there's that, and then there's also the fact that you have to overcome training fodder. Training fodder, for me, was whatever, who cares? But eventually, it does start draining your energy, and you need to do more multi-summons, you need more friend points, and it doesn't help when all your friends have their leader as R Chiaotzu, and then guests have, Gogeta, you know what I mean? So it's a pain in the ass. And also doesn't help that World Tournament still has not been updated where you can actually get friend points, so there's that too. And I think you could still boot it up. No, you can't boot it up. Now I remember what you got to do. So, first of all, I made a mistake on the training location. I do 2 of these, 1 of these, and then boot it up, okay? I don't like using Super on our Goku. It doesn't feel right. I like using this. I think this is great success. It gives you a great success. And that'll be the best, in my opinion. And the third hurdle, okay, so there's Awakening Medals, and then there's training fodder, and then the third hurdle, which I have never hit until literally a year ago when I was still new to this game, is Zeni. You're going to need a lot of Zeni to do this. I'll put the figure on the screen because I wasn't paying attention really. I just wrote down right now my initial amount, and then you see right now how much Zeni it costs. Damn, that's a lot of Zeni. Who knew? So let's see. I think I can, yeah, I can actually awaken. So, and I also recommend, if this is the first time you're doing this, that you kind of take your time. As you can see, this is my last Goku I have to do. Oh! I almost forgot. Now, this really is for veteran players, and that is the Goku medal. Goku medals are a pain in the ass to get. Mostly now, for me, is because they're on older stages. The best stage, probably, is Enter the Savior of Peculiar Goku in order to get Goku medals. But those stages, they don't reward as much XP. They don't have gems. You know, there's not as much glory to do those stages anymore. I don't know if the newer stages that are in JPN, you can get Goku medals. I have no clue. But as it stands right now in Global, you cannot get any more gems and Goku medals on the same stage. So that kind of sucks. It's pretty draining. And let's see. Now, this Goku is actually really easy to level. I could have sworn I saw something on DBZ Dokkan Battle subreddit where he levels like an R, like super duper good. Like, look at this. This and that gave him 16. I like to use just all of these training items. These, I wonder if they have a name. Weight 10T AGL. So there you go. I like to use all those. As you can see, he like you could maybe kind of get away with using a snake way, maybe if you have like a lot of training chars. But I don't like doing that. I'd rather just use the gravity chamber. I have a lot of these. I had 80. I think I have like maybe 70 or 60 now. It's not that bad, and it's in general pretty easy to get this Goku awakened. He is by far probably the easiest one to awaken just because he's easy to level, and even after you Z-awaken him, he still doesn't take that much. The only thing here is, again, awakening medals. Now, this time, it's AGL. As you can see, I have a good number of AGL. Well, it's pretty low. This is probably the lowest, 150. So, in essence, if you're going to do 9 of these, if you're going to do 9 Gokus, you need 9. You probably want to have 90 AGL. You want to have, for Mr. Popo, even more. Like, if you look at it, I'll put the total on the screen. Or actually, I'll just link it in the description. I've seen it 1,000 times on DBZ Dokkan Battle subreddit where they explain what you need in order to level it from R to SSR. So what I'm doing right now isn't really groundbreaking in the sense of the requirements. It's more so just as a reference to see what's the best way to do it. I mean, for me personally, I always screwed up using too many characters. And for me, what the glory of using Snake Way or the glory of using Supreme Kai's Planet, what makes you want to do that is that you always have a chance of getting a super success, or you have a chance of getting a big success. But the probability is really shitty. Like, I really never really got it. Like, I've done this how many times now? Like 30 times, and I still don't get super successes. So I've resigned myself to basically just using these training items. I mean, I had fucking 90 of these or 100 of these, and then I started using, I'm like, might as well. There's no reason to just use the special planets to train. So this is, like I said, this video is more of a reference. I mean, if it doesn't help anyone else, then at least it'll help me in the future. I'll watch it and I'll know what to do. So now that I'm done basically confirming my low self-esteem, let's go and awaken this Angel Goku. So yeah, this is a pretty time-consuming process. I'd recommend that if you're going to do this, you do it with your stamina refilling. And this is another thing. You need 3 of these medals, which you can get from the Goku event. Not that hard to obtain, but, if you don't have an excess. I had like 100 of those things, and now I have like 20. So, 21 to be specific. So, I can only awaken 7 Gokus. You know what I mean? And there's no reason to really do this unless... Oh, what the fuck? Jesus, I don't know why the fuck I set my alarm that late. I meant to put it for AM. Well, fuck it, I'm up now. There's no real reason, in my opinion, to do this. Oh, wait. Awaken. Okay. There's no reason to do this unless you're going to get it all done in one shot. So, I don't see a reason why you would do 4 and then 5 and then 6. I mean, maybe if you want to, if you're like super veteran, I'm not even on the like I'm on this level maybe, but I don't even want to do it. I'm not even on this level in the sense that people like to farm up Gokus and they don't even need it; they just leave in their box. But I don't really like doing that. It takes up 10 slots. I already have the World Tournament Super Saiyan Goku just in my gift box just to save space. And that's another thing. Now I'm thinking of making an LR Goku prep video just for the fuck of it. Why not? And I was initially going to awaken the World Tournament Super Saiyan Goku. And this is where I use 2 Z swords and then the rest of these. If you want to go crazy, you want to use a turtle shell, you could do that. But I don't know, I just don't like using them. As you can see, I still have some androids from the beginning of the year, so I'm hesitant to use anything really. But like I was saying, the World Tournament Goku, the Super Saiyan World Tournament Goku, he's a good alternative. He takes less Zeni and he takes less awakening medals. But I feel like just his awakening process is a pain in the ass because he actually requires a Supreme Kai, which I've been playing this game literally the first week of its release, and I still only have like 20-something Supreme Kais and Old Kais, which is a lot, but shave off 10 Supreme Kais, and then I'm left with 10, like that's a bit, I don't know, I don't think it's worth it in the end game, unless you're like someone who don't give a shit and you just go through with whatever you want to do. I mean, if you get a lot of Old Kais or Supreme Kais, I guess go ahead and do it, but I personally don't want to. So what I'm thinking of doing is basically for LR Goku, is that I'm going to use 8, I have 8 of those Super Saiyan Gokus that are 50% chance as SSRs, and I'm going to use them just on Goku, and then whatever's left over, I'll just make up with these Gokus that you farm from the event. And I think that's a pretty good idea. I mean, the probability for a 50% chance is not that bad. I mean, to be specific, in order to get 4 from 4 successes out of the 8, the probability of getting that is about, let me see, I actually did this, 67%. I think 63 or 67%. I don't remember. If you want to fucking figure it out, you could just do it online. I'd recommend you do it online. It's the binomial distribution. Shit, fuck. I probably should have used the Z sword. It's no big deal. As long as you have a shit ton of Zeni and have a few characters, you could probably get away with this. But had I been paying attention, then I probably wouldn't have to do this. Fuck, I was talking about probability. It drained my life essence. So I guess I'll use these foo-foo fucking weights. And you always want to, basically the reason why I'm doing this for myself personally is that you don't have to keep looking. Like, as you can see here, like how many of these do I need? Could I just use 1? No. Can I use 2? Probably. Let's see, 2? No. So you need to use 3 of these. Well, actually, not even. Probably use 2 turtle shells. Yeah, it looks good to me. And I'd never use those King Kai planets. It's just, I don't know, it's just not very useful for SSRs. It's pretty good for like Rs and SRs. It's not too bad with that, but come on, how many times do you do that and never worry about anything? So let's see. Now, we're going to go SSR, Awaken, and here's the final hurdle. You need 20 bubbles, 10 popos, 5 Bibbidi or Bobbidi? Probably Bobbidi. I'm going to go ahead and say that's Bobbidi. And then 1 King Kai. These are probably, I feel like it's weird in this game, the inequality, where I feel like rares are more rare than these. Like, these are easy. Like, you just get a fucking silver capsule, 2 or 3, and you're good. Like, you only, for most SSRs, you need, like, either 1 or 5 of them. And I always, no matter what, I always have at least 100 of those. Like, I'm never low on that shit. So there you go. You are, oh boy, watch out. And now you're about to see why I did this. By the way, I actually did get, like, I scrounged up either 10 or 15 stones, probably 15. And I tried the Majin Vegeta banner one more time. I ended up getting this Future Gohan, which is pretty cool. I can't say that my luck has been bad for this banner. It just hasn't been good enough to get Majin Vegeta, so there's that. And where is it? Where is my card that I want to use? And the card I'm going to be upping this say is the Super Saiyan Goku, which can become UR. And as you can see, there's a 100% chance. The reason why I did not do it as SSR is because it's a 50% chance. And after all that work, it's just not worth it for me to do the 50% chance. And as you can see here, this is the World Tournament Goku. I've had him at UR. I've just been having him sit in my box for a while. And shit, actually, I need to awaken one Super Saiyan Goku. So let me do that right now. I specifically left him unawoken just to show you how much you got to pay in order to get him awakened. As you can see here, ooh, that's a fucking a lot, honestly. So let me write down my Zeni amount, actually. My Zeni amount, okay. So you need 50 Gregory, 20 Popos, which is a lot, 10 Bobities, and then 3 King Kais, and then 1 Supreme Kai. So in total, you need 10 Supreme. If you're going to do this method, say raising some type of a Goku, LR Goku, or just a regular Super Saiyan Goku, you're going to need 9 Supreme Kai medals. Okay, I only have 23. And then you're going to need 30 King Kai medals, which is a pretty good amount. Then you're going to need 50 Bobities, and I believe this was 20. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was 20. And then you need fucking, oh my god, 180 Popo medals? That's a lot. And then you're going to need 500 Gregory medals. That's a lot. I don't know if it's as much as the other Goku. I have that information in the description. But I just personally, the Supreme Kai medal is the big motherfucker. Like, I don't want to give up that Supreme Kai medal. I just don't want to do it. So there we go. Rarity, SSR, boom. Get that. All right, now we awaken. Now it is time. So let's do the World Tournament Gokus first. Do that. 5. And the reason why I'm doing this is because he does awaken into a UR. He awakens into 5 Super Saiyan God Goku. And I have a use for him now because I have Beerus and I have all the other gods. And eventually there's going to be an event, the Beerus event, which I'm going to do. I want to awaken that Beerus. And having him at SA10 is a lot better because his attack is a bit lackluster at 6,500. With a 20% increase, it's okay. But, you know, having him at SA10 would definitely be better. And this is the Woes. What's weird is that this is actually an SSR card, and I awoken him thinking that, okay, he's SSR, so I'll feed SSR to him. It'll be 100% increase, a chance to up his SA, and it was 50%. That drained my energy. I was like, fuck, holy shit. So I have no clue. Maybe if he was still SR, I could do the 50% with the SSR. I probably could. I probably should have thought about that to begin with, but you know, we're not all perfect, people. You know, you make mistakes sometimes. You fuck up. But here you go. So I actually have these Battle of God Awakening medals, which is pretty good. I'm surprised I've actually kept them. And there you go. Now I'm going to have a SA10 Super Saiyan God Goku. And unfortunately, this guy, I wouldn't mind him getting a rebirth. I doubt he ever will because he's kind of a free SSR. But he's a bit lackluster. He's the only reason that he'll be good on my team is because Super Saiyan Link, Kamehameha Link, Godly Power Link, and his passive works well with STR and Phi, which is what I usually run. That's usually what I run with for my Phi teams. I have STR, have Phi. As you can see, all in the family, which is a weird link to have, but pretty good. Super Saiyan Warrior Gods. And then Godly Power. So he makes sense for me. I like him. He looks pretty cool. So yeah, so I got this guy, the SA10. So this is my 3rd Super Saiyan Goku I've gotten to SA10. Again, just as a recap, you want to have some prerequisites. You're going to want a lot of Zeni. You're going to want a lot of Awakening medals. You're going to want to have a lot of training fodder. Well, not really. If you do my method, you only need 1 multi-summon from the front point summon, which is still kind of a lot. You kind of need like 10 multi-summons, but it's not as bad as what I used to do where I just blow like 50. So, all in all, it is a bit of a pain in the ass to get a Super Saiyan Goku to SA10. It is annoying, but at the end, I mean, it does make a big difference. It makes a difference of, say, from 30,000 to, say, 60,000 at least, at minimum. And if this guy's super attack was not extreme and it was supreme, it would be an even bigger difference. It would be gigantic. So, there you go. This is just, like I said, for reference for myself and others. how to get our Goku, that fucked up our Goku, to Super Saiyan, and then use that as fodder to basically, amass an army of SA-10 Super Saiyan Goku. So that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.